If you had the ability to invent anything to solve any problem, what would it be? This is from Bella. Okay. I would invent a Roomba. Wait. That could suck up all the greenhouse gas? Why isn't Roomba just doing that? Like, you got the like, you already have the original idea, sort of. This is like Hassan Minhaj's bad ideas of just like, yeah, Roomba that can, because it's already the thing. You put the saucer in the sky, and just have it fly around. Yeah, the same way it flies, like goes around your bedroom and it bumps into weird shit. Like, it would just do that, and you just see the Roomba, and you're like, why the fuck, the Roomba's back? Like, it would just go around her. Sometimes it would just hang out too long. You're like, get the fuck out of here. And it'd be like, sorry, I'm a Roomba. And then it would just go. I think it'd be great. If you could go back in time and be the lead in any movie, what would it be? Jenny, do you know which one it would be? Do you know which one it would be?
Oh, I'm excited to hear.
It'd be Home Alone. You didn't know this? How do you not know that? Of course. But I think it would be great, a cool, because I already know all the lines, so I'm off book. And I think another detail what I would do is I wouldn't change the family. I'd still be Kevin. I would just have white parents. And we would never address it. We would never address it on the show. So when she sends me upstairs, when she's like, go sleep with Fuller, I'm like, Fuller's gonna wet the bed. We just don't address any of it. The whole part, I made my family disappear. Your white family? I'm not even gonna address it. I think it'd be great. Changes the whole movie. All right, what 90s trend do you wish would come back in style? This is from Maria. Is Maria here? All right, what's your 90s trend that you wish?
If I had to pick one, it'd probably be like glittery hair gel.
Glittery hair gel?
But I'd like want to rock it at work.
You know what trend I would do? Do you remember Jinko jeans? I would do Jinkos. How funny, how hilarious would it be if I came out and it's like, dun, 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 and I just had some big ass. And then like, I take off like a flying squirrel, just like, I float in. Tonight, no. I asked my parents for them, and they were like, we are not getting you these pants. Fuck. What would people on the internet say if I legit, like, next week came out with Jinkos? What do you think? You think they would clown me, right? Okay, we're gonna do this. Actually, Dan, Zach, you're here. Okay, so that's Zach from Digital, you guys. All right, Zach. What background do I need to stand? I'm gonna stand and then just Photoshop me in. Where do I need to stand? On this side?
It's all the same. It's all kind of.
Or this one? This weird ass,
Wherever's clean.
this landmass over here?
You can do.
Okay. No. Here, I got you. Here, we'll do right here. Does that work?
Am I just putting jeans on you?
Yeah, just Jinkos. I don't know why, and like I'm just man-spreading while I'm standing. All right, fine. Does that work?
Great, yeah.
Okay. Eddie, did you have Jinkos back in the day? Oh, dude, you're working. I'm sorry. I'm bothering you. You did?
Jankos?
What? Dude, I've lost all respect for you, bro. You've given me like major financial advice. You've given me like family advice. You wore Jinkos? Dude, I was doing this as a... Oh. Eddie, man, do medium distance relationships exist? What? What are the parameters? Okay, wait. This is from Gianna. Is Gianna here?
Yeah, it's like a hypothetical.
Yeah, like you're asking for a friend. Okay, what counts as medium distance? What's long distance to you?
That's what I'm asking you.
Oh. Well, I've asked people here in the office, some people are like, if you live in Manhattan and you're dating someone in Brooklyn, that's long distance. I'm like, what? Is that real? Fuck. So like if you meet the love of your life and you guys break up, or it never happens, you're like, why'd you guys break up? And you're like, de Blasio. That's your, all right. Fuck, for love. That'd be really funny if you like live in Manhattan and someone lives in Brooklyn. You're like, you might as well live in Chicago. It's the same thing for me. Man, isn't that crazy? How many love stories is the L train messing up? It's messed up. It shouldn't be called the L train. It's the not love train. What do you think of Lindsay Lohan and MBS hanging out? Okay, this is a great question. First things first, just so you guys know, it's page 6. It was on page 6, so that's not like, we have to qualify that. Like, yeah, we're one step ahead of like National Enquirer. But it is a little strange that the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, is hanging out with Lindsay Lohan. They're like friends. Which, okay, so now that this is fresh to you, no, this is great actually. Maybe, like, to me, I started going through what could be going on in the kingdom. Maybe in the kingdom, he just has ABC Family. So he's just been watching reruns of Mean Girls in Freaky Friday, and he's like, that is the movie star. Who's that I need to hang out with that person. We need to be friends. It's weird. You know Lindsay Lohan's Muslim? I mean, I don't know, but it's... But I kind of know. Like, I'm joking, not joking. It's a weird Trojan horse. It's a very strange Trojan horse. I think if we're gonna have someone join the team, because you know, Janet Jackson joined the team, so what's up, Sister Janet? But we need, like what I was thinking about this. I think Tom Hanks is a great candidate. Don't you think it would just like people would be like, Taymor Hanks? Like people would just be, I don't know, he's as American as apple pie. I guess he converted to Islam. This one's, all right, let's do it. All right. I mean, this one's really heavy. We can all agree these mass shootings are awful. What do you think is the real root cause? Is it lack of mental health or lack of vetting gun buyers, or both? It's always weird to me when we talk about the common denominator, and it doesn't even matter. We've had so many of these terrifying mass shootings, whether it's what happened in Ohio or El Paso or San Bernardino or Orlando. To me, the common denominator has always been guns. And maybe this is just like the logical side of my brain that's just like, I see the consistent thing here. It's not the video games, it's not, but it's wild how we always find sort of like the easier solution rather than just like, we gotta go cold turkey on this thing. I remember I was like, I shouldn't be doing this, but I was trying to go to bed and I was just scrolling through Instagram and there was this sponsored post for this app called Calm. And in the ad, there was like a person lying in bed and they were like, are you having trouble falling asleep because you're scrolling through social media? Download Calm and you can do a 10-minute meditation that'll help you fall asleep. And then I went to the App Store and I started downloading Calm. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I know what the variable is. I need to get rid of the phone. But they're like, no. Download Calm, an app on your phone to help you beat your addiction to phones. I'm like, yeah, that's right, Calm. That's the way we're dealing. That's like the roundabout logic we're using with the gun issue in America. But I also feel like, Trump calling out mental health is super disingenuous, especially because he's slashing Medicaid and ACA benefits to help you get mental health coverage, which is just, that's not a hot take. You know he's lying, right? I'm glad that we dropped the whole lone wolf narrative. Remember we watched the news and they would just be like, 12 lone wolves have done it again. Like, you sure it's not a pack of wolves? No, these are 10 individual wolves that do not know each other. I was just tired of hearing about all these dudes that were just coincidentally Team Jacob. I was sick of it, right? Now we can finally say it. We're just like, yes, this This is terrorism. It is white terrorism. So that to me is actually a step in the right direction. Let me get to something easy. Oh, this one's not easy either. What will you teach your daughter so that she can smash the patriarchy? That's hilarious. I like that you use the word smash. That's great. That's a very bro word. The first thing you gotta do is go, fucking smash it, bro. I go up to my daughter, fucking smash the patriarchy. I don't know. I think just right now, one of the things that we're doing is I mean, she's 16 months, but my big thing, she can't really understand big words, so patriarchy would be hard, but I'm just getting her to just have confidence. My wife doesn't like it, but she'll go into like Gymboree class and other classes, and she'll sometimes hit other boys. And she'll be like, Hassan, are you gonna do it? And I'm like, no, I'm not. I think this is like prepping her for, this is a metaphor. So I want her to fight, yeah. Fuck, let him. I can't. All right, don't put that in the mix. I can't do that. Don't put that in the edit. Don't say fuck, because that's his real name. And the teacher said she's not supposed to hit him. And we've talked to the parents and we've had a meeting about it. Hitting is wrong. No one should hit. Even though he's 6 months older than my daughter and like 10 inches taller. So, dude, Eddie, if she's like this small, he's like this big. I'm like, if Patrick Beverly is owning Kevin Durant, that's on Durant. You know what I mean? She's this big. Like, the world's gonna be a lot harder on. That's all I'm saying. Bina doesn't like that take. I know, Jenny, I can't do that. Damn, you can't let. Why can't I go mask off? Is it because then if I do that, then I lose all credibility about all the other things that I say on the show? But honestly, deserved it. I'm not taking that back.